Greetings metalheads and welcome to another edition of Friday the 13th YouTube channel. Today I'm about to upload an audio interview with Warrel Dane from the band Nevermore. This was conducted for the This Godless Endeavour album, so it's some years ago. As we all know, Warrel passed away a few years ago sadly, which is a shame. Fantastic singer and a good friend of mine. So have a listen, give a thumbs up, comment, please subscribe, please share on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and any social media you can. Thanks for watching, enjoy the interview, stay safe and stay metal. Thank you.
First question I want to ask you was a little bit about Sanctuary. Could you tell me why they split up? I mean, your first LP, Refuge Denied, I thought was good. And then when you did Into the Mirror Black, I thought was absolutely fucking amazing. And you was getting really strong and then all of a sudden, you just vanished. What went wrong?
Well, we live in Seattle, so that...
The heaviest band to live in Seattle as well, because I'm sick of hearing all that grunge shit.
it's difficult, you know, for bands to make it out of that city, you know, in the shadow of that image.
Right.
The
You're right,
big
if you're
grunge.
doing all the grunge stuff, you can get silent just like that.
Yeah, but when we started to write songs for the new record, and I mean, some people in the band wanted to, you know, kind of take our sound and explore it further. Other people wanted to kind of make it conform to the current trend that was going on.
Right.
And that, you know, that wasn't what I wanted to do. So.
You wanted to do a follow-up from Into the Mirror Black, was you?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of. It would have been nice to keep Sanctuary together because we were a good band, but Nevermore is a completely different band.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. All right. So that was the reason why you split up, because of
musical differences.
Right.
The classic reason, but it's true.
Right. I understand you did an LP, a third album, but never got released, according to a write-up.
Oh no!
You was going to do a third LP for Sanctuary, but it never got released.
That's not true.
Right.
No, we never recorded one.
I said, I'd love to get hold of the copy of that if you did.
I know there was they did a live CD that it's been bootlegged. I don't know if that's what it's.
Yeah, it's I think it's got two bands. It's called Satan something.
Yeah.
I'd like to get hold of a copy of that.
That's. I've seen people have had me sign it. I've seen it, and I've never seen them before. So.
Right. Do you disagree with bootlegs then, or are you bothered about them?
You know, bootlegs, that doesn't really bother me. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure it would bother Epic Records.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit if it bothers them.
Wow. Right then, okay then. So, a little bit about Nevermore now. Could you tell me how long the band, when did you form, and when did you decide to get this band going since Sanctuary, like, departed ways?
Well, we started writing songs immediately after Sanctuary broke up.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, one of the first songs we wrote. There is one song.
Yeah.
That was a Sanctuary song that it's gonna be on the next Nevermore record.
Right.
So we had some material written when we before we broke up, but just I mean, there's like little pieces of songs here and there.
Right.
But there's one song that is going to go on the next album.
Oh, nice one.
We're going to use because we're saving it. It just didn't seem like it fit in with these songs. So.
Right. Maybe the next one.
But we started writing songs right away, and Jeff, our guitar player, actually was in Sanctuary for a while, and
Right.
When we split up, he decided he wanted to stay with us, and
So who did he replace?
he replaced Sean.
Right.
And Sean had quit after the European tour we did with Fate's Warning,
Right.
and we started to play right away. And
What did he leave for, just before you? Is it an argument on the
this
tour?
band had a lot of problems.
Right.
The band had a lot of problems. We were fighting all the time.
Yeah, because I was going to go and see you when you played. It was supposed to be Sanctuary, Fate's Warning, and Secrecy in England.
Yeah.
And it was cancelled, and I asked Mark out of Fate's Warning what went wrong, and right, you know, as it goes like.
Yeah, it's that was an unfortunate situation.
Right.
Because that tour was really kind of, it wasn't set up correctly.
Right.
And it became, obvious that we had to stop. Actually, to tell you the truth, I wanted to keep going. So Jim, our bass player, we wanted to keep going because we were having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just being out and playing. And everybody else involved just wanted to stop and go home because it was so screwed up. And we didn't really have much of a choice but to cancel
Right.
the rest of the shows. But hopefully we make it back, and we'll play some. We'll still play some old songs.
Yeah, I'd like to see you do some old songs.
And so we've just been, just writing material. We've got so many songs written, so a lot of them sucked. So we just don't play them anymore. But and it's been a long time for us to get this together. It's been a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And it's been real hard work.
So you and Jim was like you was the best friend in Sanctuary was Jim. That's why you decided to go with you.
Right. Well, yeah. Jeff's one of my best friends too, and I'm pretty lucky to have my best friends playing the band with me, because that's not how it was before. We were more just like doing a job.
Yeah.
But playing in a band can be a job. It's hard work, but it's nice when you're doing it with people that are sincerely your friends.
Right. Totally back you up all the way.
Yeah.
Right. So you actually formed in what year then? Nevermore. 88 was it?
Oh no, that probably would have been 92, I think.
Was Nevermore the first name you had then, as a choice, or did you have other names?
Well, we were thinking about using the name Sanctuary, but Lenny Rutledge owns the legal rights to it. He made us sign a contract when we split up that he made us sign a contract when we formed the band that if we ever split up, he would get the name. So we couldn't use it, unfortunately.
Right. What's he doing now? Is he doing anything, or is he just quit music, or?
He's playing music that sounds like it comes from Seattle.
Oh, God. So you're the heaviest band from Seattle then. I bet you're pretty proud to be different from Seattle.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty proud to hear a band that's different from Pearl Jam. I mean, I can't stand them. I think they're fucking shit.
I have to respect them as musicians. That's not the kind of music I listen to. Just
suicidal music, isn't it, really? Makes you want to put a bullet to your head and fuck it, I've had enough. But so besides the name Nevermore, you was going to call you Sanctuary. I mean, whose idea was it to come up with Nevermore?
I came up with the idea because the ending of that band was so terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, we were fist fighting.
Right.
And it was really ugly, man. It sucked, and made a lot of mistakes in the past. That the fighting was just terrible, and just decided we were never going to do that again. And
I've heard this lineup since the band formed then that you've got now. Has this lineup been the same as Nevermore, or have you had different lineup changes? When the album got released.
Yeah, well, we've had a couple of different drummers.
Yeah.
And we just now added a second guitar player.
Right.
And we found him in Kentucky.
What band was he in? What's his name?
I don't remember the name right now, but Jeff comes from a band called Experiment Fear.
Right. Is it pretty much the same sort of style as you're playing, or was it death metal? Or?
It was death metal.
Right.
So they were, I guess, wanted to play a different kind of music.
Yeah.
So, because this definitely isn't death metal.
Right. So how many demos has Nevermore done then? I mean, The only one I've heard is a bootleg. Well, a couple of friends sent me a tape trade. It was like 2 songs. It was Garden of Grey and I can't remember what the other one was. So 2 tracks. Is that the one you've done, or is he?
Oh, I heard there were bootlegs out, but
Yeah.
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah. I think somebody's just got a tape, or his original just taped it, and like other people have taped it, and you know, gone down the line from somewhere, you know.
I had heard that there were some out, but the sound quality was really poor.
Yeah, mine's not brilliant. You know. So
Those are really old demos.
right. Still good though, still excellent. So I mean, how many demos have you done then? As Nevermore? Did you sell them to the public?
Oh no, we didn't. We just, well, we were, when Sanctuary split up, we thought that Epic Records was going to continue to, you know, put out our records, because we kept talking to the person at the record label.
Yeah.
And you know, we thought, apparently we were wrong,
Right.
but he kind of made us believe that we were going to do a record, and when it was obvious that they weren't interested,
Right.
we didn't have much trouble getting hooked up with Century Media through this journalist named Borvoy Kirgan, who's working in their LA office.
Right.
And he'd had the tapes, and he got a hold of us. I'm trying to even remember how he got a hold of us, because I don't.
Right.
But you know, obviously, starting from the ground up is a lot better way to do it, because you know, this is really a new beginning for us.
Do you think it's made it easier for you to get a record deal with you being in Sanctuary, or than it would have been if you'd just been a normal demo band just starting out?
Probably.
Sanctuary's helped just
Yeah.
to get you snapped up quicker because who you are and what band you was in.
Probably. I'm sure it's helped a little bit, but that's a hard question, because we were never really, I mean, we never really made money off Sanctuary. We weren't that popular, and you know, because Epic Records would give us these stupidly large recording budgets, and we didn't know what we were doing with them. And so we'd waste all this money, and we never really, we toured. We were able to tour, but I mean, when we came back home, we always had to get regular jobs again.
Right.
And we've all been working and saving up money, and you know, just working really hard to get Nevermore put together, and finally I think we have a solid lineup.
Right.
I'm sorry, I've had a long day.
Right. So, I mean, tell us a little bit about the LP. I mean, how did Century Media get in touch with you? I mean, besides this guy, I mean, what other labels approached you? Was any...
There was some... we just sent... We sent it... Century Media was like the first one, and...
Right.
So, we knew this guy. I'd been talking to this A&R guy on the phone for so long, and, you know, because he was really into the music, and this was when we still thought we were going to do an album for Epic. So I had this contact with him before that. So that's, you know, we knew that we could get it right away, and they've offered us a good deal. So, and I'm optimistic for the future of this band. I think that we have more of a chance than Sanctuary, because Sanctuary got a lot of bad breaks.
Plus you've grown up a bit more and learned a bit more about the music business.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's a bit like me with my magazine. I've been doing it for 6 years now. So I'm getting to know music a bit more and getting my magazine better and stuff, you know.
It's a very unpredictable business.
Yeah. It's alright. Right then, so tell us a little bit about the songs on the album. I mean, did you write the songs by yourself, or did you have any help with other members?
All the members are involved in the writing of the songs.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that wasn't the case in Sanctuary, so that's why this is a different band. We're all involved in the writing of the music, and so Pat, our new guitarist, didn't play on the record,
Right.
and so he's definitely going to play on the next one. So the music is definitely going to change a little, obviously. You know, so I don't know where it's going to take us. You know, it's definitely going to have an effect on it. So I'm excited about writing the next record already, even though this one's just come out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing it as well. You know, really am. I mean, I think you've got a unique style of singing. You stand out like Rob Halford amongst others.
That's an
Would you agree with that?
That's an enormous compliment.
Oh man, I think your vocals are brilliant. I mean, my favourite singer is Rob Halford. I like your singing. I like the singer from Psychotic Waltz. I don't know if you know that band.
Yeah, I've heard some of their stuff. I think they're a good band.
Yeah, they're very bummed out. I also like Ray from Fate's Warning. Is it Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've toured with Fate's Warning.
My favourite singers are singers like your style and Rob Halford. As far as I'm concerned, you can't beat singers that can sing like you and Rob Halford. They're the best.
Thanks.
I mean, I play drums, but I'm not in a band. But if I could get a singer like you, I'm like, wow, it's telling me to band get somewhere.
When I was younger, I was always listening to stuff like Judas Priest.
So what was your influence as a singer then? Were you influenced by his singers?
I guess I don't know really. You know, that I listened to all that stuff like Priest and Maiden and Accept and stuff like that. So that's probably where I got it all.
Yeah. Right then, so tell us a little bit about the songs. What Tomorrow Knows, what's that about?
Well, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm coming from Seattle. I got a lot of, it's really kind of fashionable to be doing heroin.
Right.
And it's, you know, I'm afraid for some people there that I know that are doing it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've tried it before. It wasn't a big deal for me. I didn't think it was that great.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I don't do drugs anymore, but...
Do you think it'll affect your voice if you started doing drugs?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, I think Rob Halford must be the only guy that can hang his voice for all these years up. I mean, look at Ozzy Osbourne, his voice is totally fucked, you know?
It's you gotta be careful, you know?
Right.
But, I mean, that song is kind of, it's about that problem.
Right.
I've just, you know, kind of writing songs about what I see around me, I guess.
Right.
Some of it's just, you know, kind of ridiculous, I guess. Poetry, fantasy, what have you, or some of it's more like reality. It's just The Hurting Words is a real personal song for me because it's about my girlfriend that I'd kind of been treating like shit for the last couple of years, and I
sort of regretted it.
Yeah.
So, what about the second song, CBF? What does that mean? It's like
you're.
I know the last word must be fuck. It must have something like that.
No, it's actually not.
Right.
It means chrome black future, and
right.
that's I got a lot of screwed up.
Good name for a band, that.
You're gonna think I have a lot of screwed up friends when I tell you this story, but that song is about a friend of mine who's smoking cocaine.
Right.
And I wrote that song so, you know, maybe he can see like how he's fucking his life up.
Right.
Because he's doing it all the time. And that's just such a self-destructive behavior. So that's kind of a personal message to him to stop doing it, because I was looking at his pipe that he was using, and it was just all blackened from this stuff that he was sucking in his lungs. And I'm like, yeah, your future's chrome black if you keep smoking that crap. I mean, some people can do it and they're okay with it, but you know, he's like addicted to it, and I'd like to, you know, hoping that that'll make him kind of change his ways.
Right. What about the next song, the Sanity Assassin?
Oh, that's just, you know, about dreams. When you're a child, having dreams and nightmares, sometimes you're scared to go to sleep. That's just, you know, kind of fantasy stuff, I guess.
Next one, which is Garden of Gay, that's That's the one that's on the demo.
Yeah.
It's the one that sticks out. Someone's heard the LP. That was the one that, you know. What's that one about?
That's the first song I've ever written about sex.
All right.
I mean, that's just kind of about...
To me, it sounds like sort of like an orgy sort of song, you know.
Well, yeah, it's, you know, just...
Like Roman orgies and shit, you know, like that sort of...
yeah, it's just about... different people will interpret lyrics, you know, different ways, I guess. So, but that song's really just about having sex in a really dark room, you know, and, you know, whatever you like to do when you're screwing a woman, and you know, that's what it's about.
Right, nice one. Right, the next one is Sea of Impossibilities, is it?
Sea of Possibilities.
Yeah. What's that one?
That's just like, you know, about how you look around. Life's an infinite sea of possibilities. You can do anything you want to if if you're determined.
Right.
You've got the power ultimately.
Right. The next one you've already told me about the hating words. Next one after that is it Timothy Learning or something?
Yeah, that I just found that a fascinating subject.
Right. What's it about, that one? Someone's there.
During the 60s, he did an interpretation of this Chinese philosophy manuscript called the Tao Te Ching, and he translated it from Chinese into English while he was doing psychedelic drugs. So that was just a really interesting story to me.
Wow.
So it's not meant for people to go take LSD. But
It sounds like the LP's related to drugs. It's like, well.
Yeah, it's I got a lot of screwed up friends.
Yeah, like you said, it sounds like it.
And no, that was a fascinating topic to me to write about. And
well, you actually, by the way you sound, your lyrics are, it sounds like you're a bit like Sacklight Wall. So I think they do drugs when they write lyrics. Do you do the same and get these real weird? Sounds like they get a buzz out of writing lyrics when they're high. Is it okay? I don't know if you're the same.
I don't even smoke pot.
Right.
Well, I've done drugs in the past, but I don't do drugs anymore.
Right. Obviously, the last song, God Money, is obviously about all these Bible bashers in America, like cashing in on money and saying,
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of it in the UK. You see it on the news, all these American TV shows, like, we want your money, pledge now. And is that what it's about then, is it?
Yeah.
All these bullshitters trying to get money out of.
That's what it's about.
Right. Okay then. So you're going to be doing a video for this album?
Yes, it's going to be for the first track, What Tomorrow Knows.
Right. Have you any idea what you're going to have as a concept for this?
I don't know. When I get home to Seattle, we're going to start working on it, and have to just find the right person, get the right concept.
Right.
I don't know. It's, I don't want it to be too too depressing.
Right. Don't want to be another Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, how would you compare this LP to The Last Century? Would you say it's pretty much in the same vein? Would you say it's a follow-up, or would you say it's something completely new?
Well,
fresh? To me, it reminds me of this Into the Mirror Black Part 2. I don't know if you agree with me on that.
Sort of. I mean, that a lot of some of the materials from right after we broke up. Some of it's newer, and I guess you can kind of see a continuation going on there. Mm-hmm. But now that the lineup is complete, I'm sure we're going to change a little bit. It could be drastically, could be, I don't know, because you have to challenge yourself as a musician. We could.
Right. Are you one of these bands that follows a trend, or do you think it's all this shit and you do what you want to do?
Exactly.
Right. There's a lot of people doing the trendy stuff, and it's just like, why? To me, I think the band should do what they feel, not copy what other bands doing, like all these Panteras, and it's just a load of shit,
Yeah.
But all right, nice one, great. So, I mean, are you going to be out on the road with it? When are you going to be touring?
We're touring Germany with a band called Blind Guardian.
Oh yeah, they're a pretty big band over there.
Yeah, and that
probably blow them off stage because they sound like Halloween.
We're playing with them in May,
right?
And that goes all through Germany, and then I know we're doing the Dynamo Festival also.
Wow.
So I was kind of blown away when
I might try to get into that if I know you're on the bill.
I was blown away when I found out we're going to play the
If Mark
Dynamo.
or you can get me a pass to meet you guys, I'll be there.
Cool, no problem.
Love to meet you guys, like. But when are you going to be coming to England? Because like a lot of these bands abroad seem to like miss England out as if we're not here. You know.
We don't have any plans yet, but I'd like to come back there and play because we played there with Megadeth a long time ago, and
I was about 17 at the time, I think.
And that was the last time we were there, so it'd be good to get back and play some more there. So we'll certainly try to.
Yeah, right. Who are your influences as a band then? What do you have as influences, and how do they fit in with the music you play?
That's hard because all of us listen to different kinds of music.
Right.
All the time. Try to listen to all different kinds of music. I like to listen to stuff like Rush and Pink Floyd, and I like some of the new stuff too, like Pantera and Machine Head.
Yeah.
I'm going to be interested to see where all of our combined influences are going to take us now that we've got a full band together. It should be very interesting.
I'd like to hear you do some like technical stuff, pretty spaced out stuff. I reckon it'd be challenging because you've got the voice that could do it. It'd be like, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm just hoping you come to England this year.
Okay, well...
Being in England, it's quite a lot of money to get over abroad just to see a band. And
Yikes. Yeah, well, we'll try. I don't know. I'm not sure this kind of music is very popular. That's what people keep telling us, that it's not very popular in England anymore.
Yeah, I think it is, to me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've always been into this style of music you play. I mean, to me, I don't even think Into the Mirror Black sounds dated.
Yeah?
At all, I just think it's... I mean, I think that them years, in the 80s, whatever, is the best years. Like your music when it was around, there was Hellstar and, all that sort of stuff. I'm really into it.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
So, great. Yeah, alright then, well, thanks for the interview. But before we finish, do you have anything to say to my readers?
I hope we make it back there to play, because we just want to play in front of whoever wants to see us jam, so we're going to kick some ass when we get there. It's going to be a fun show.